A very good morning to you all. My name is Zadie Chris from the African Renaissance Television Desk here in London. Today is the 3rd of October 2025. The reason I know is that we just celebrated the Nigerian independence 2 days ago. And in these 2 days, on the very Independence Day broadcast, I choose not to analyze the president's speech because I have a lot to say. Instead, I talk about some of the disconnect. It is no more news that we are blessed with natural resources. I try to play with that on that Independence Day. And yesterday, which is the 2nd, I tried to talk about the human potentials. We are blessed with human beings, man. We're just blessed with not natural resources now. I take a look at the kind of human beings are made of the Nigerian state. Because I came up with that topic because I've been looking at my own firm, which is the SRTV. I've been established it here, there. I found out that there's something missing. You can have physical infrastructure without human infrastructure, it's not working. Now, what I can see is Nigeria have the human infrastructure. We have the physical and the natural infrastructure, which is the natural resources. But there seems to be a disconnect. And this is a big problem. The disconnect is not true that every Nigerian don't want to work or are not doing their best to survive. Because the reason I know is a lot of people from nowhere are breaking through every day in difficult circumstances. The story of Nollywood that came from nowhere, when people came together, pick up a camera and begin to tell stories, is now a global brand. Though I don't understand the word Nollywood, but if that is the brand we accept, if we copy because we're good at copying, whoever pick up that brand, but it's not our name. We're not doing well there. We're not doing badly there. And if you look at it, it means that the Nigerian people, out of difficult situations, it's not as if the government created or even gave them an idea of the need to make movies. Unlike as it is established in Europe, it's a culture here that the government encourages you to make movies, tell their stories. You get grants, you get a lot of funding opportunity. It has not been the case in Nigeria. Yet the ordinary Nigerian boys and girls, those that studied, actually, most of them through apprenticeship because there's no film school, which is one of the things I was talking about yesterday. I've been trying to blame this on education, but is the problem education? Is it because we didn't go to school? That's not the case. The problem we have is not that of education. So what could it be? So let's see what we can do. I see it as a disconnect between the talented and actually leadership. The word is leadership, but I want to use the word politics because politics is leadership. You guys use the word politics in such a dirty way that people no more want to associate with it, which is one of the issues I'll be talking about today. But politics is not really a dirty thing to do. It's an art of picking or putting yourself out to be elected into an office. That's the political game. That's the political scenario. That's what we do. What can be bad with that? I don't understand. So, Nigerians, we've come to a stage now where we don't like the word politics anymore. So, just by me looking at the talented and leadership, I decided to provoke you by using the word politics. Now I'm going to quote somebody you guys don't like. So the disconnect is what I'm looking for. How come that Nigeria have so many talented human beings in all aspects? We have talented entrepreneurs. Dangote is somebody you must respect. We have others. Actually, I think we have some talented politicians. because their own is politics. It's not necessarily mean good leadership, or maybe the thing that is lacking may be accountability or our inability to demand accountability, or something is disconnected. But otherwise, we do know that Nigerians have talented politicians, talented musicians, talented artists, talented entrepreneurs. Now we are excelling in the fintech. The music is right there. Hey, what in which area of life is Nigeria lacking? So if we are good in all this, meaning we have the raw talent, but we are not progressing. We are not doing well. With all the talent we have, we should not be here, man. I know. Many people, sometimes I wonder, when I'm sleeping, I say, okay, this person is from Nigeria, this person is from Nigeria, this person is from Nigeria. How can we be here? Now, for me to make a little point, I'm coming back to this topic because I want to do justice to this topic today. Just to make me proud. As I was thinking about this, I came across this young girl, a Nigerian, who is now picked on by the United Nations as a peace ambassador. I couldn't be happier. Let's watch this Nigerian young woman addressing the world. She's not talking to Nigerians, she's talking to the world. Let's listen to her first before I even say anything.
I realized that the United Nations was not built from harmony. It grew out of the ashes of war and the grief watered by the collective memory of what happens when dialogue and cooperation fails. Its foundation is not peace achieved, but peace pursued, fragile, imperfect, necessary, not just worth fighting for, but requiring a fight. And today, 80 years on, we gather to honor what has been achieved. Nations rebuilt, walls of division lowered, millions lifted by the shared will. But these are victories worth remembering, but the story is unfinished. The cracks in the foundation calls us to repair, to act, not retreat. Our world bleeds before our eyes. Children in conflict zones, nations silenced by hunger and war. And it begs the question, are we witnessing the collapse of conscience in real time? Because behind every pact, there are people. Behind every statistic, there is a story. And behind every commitment that we sign, there are lives depending on whether we honor our words or not. And so this is not the time to feel powerless, because yes, hope and despair can coexist in the same breath, because healing is not linear. The United Nations is not a monument, it is a mirror. And it reflects what we have dared to imagine 80 years ago. And today, here, it asks, will we dare again? Will we dare to work better together? Because if the past proves that we can build peace from ashes, then the present demands that we build it again, louder, braver, together. I speak as a global peace advocate, not because peace is easy, but because silence is complicity, and so I will not be silent. You know, I used to think that peace was a place, a final destination we arrive at after all wars have ended. But I have come to understand that peace is not a line that we cross. It is a choice that we make over and over and over again, especially when it is the hardest, especially when it feels far away. Peace is not a silence we force into people's mouths. It is not the absence of war, but the presence of understanding. Peace is a child learning to sleep again without flinching at the wind. It is a mother not having to choose between bread and dignity. It is a father not having to swallow his voice.
All right. You'll be wondering, who is she? For those of you from the South, you think all the talent are in the South. Big mistake. You can tell from the way she dresses, this young lady is a Muslim, bloody talented Nigerian. Hello? She's now the World Ambassador for Peace, United Nations designated. I just want to clap for Nigeria. I'm going to share a couple of talents with you today. What am I trying to ask? It's a question I'm asking us. If we have all this, how can we be where we are? That's a simple question. Maybe I'm paranoid, maybe I am sick, somebody needs to educate me because it doesn't make sense. So in that country, Nigeria, where it looks as if everything is gone, comes this lady who is now addressing the United Nations. Do you want me to bring Burna Boy on the world stage? Do you want me to remind you of Wole Soyinka? I don't need to remind you who Chimaka even is now. Nigeria. Let's not even go to the time of Denchino Achebe. Do we really have shortages of talents across board? Now we are talking of the old. What about the ones that are even undiscovered? This is the same place where Nigeria produced a football team that could compete with everywhere in the world. These are children that grow up. Perhaps the kind of football they would have started with might be the one I know when I was growing up. Now, I would start to play ball. They grew up and they were on the world stage. Nigeria has never at any point in time suffered from the shortages of talent. I wish I could share another video of this young lady because she just in case you think she just rehearsed what she did. I had the opportunity. There was this interview. After this, the same clothes. Look at her. After this, she got
also through
interview.
Your poems
Yes.
and elevating those voices is an incredible thing to do. But you're also now on the global stage here at the UN, you know, as a with a UN designation, the first ever. And what does that feel like to you to be part of a global movement for peace?
I think that for me, when I got the designation, it was both a feeling of responsibility and of return. Of responsibility because now I have to translate suffering into action, and then of return because now I have to return to the places and the people that have taught me what the true cost of peace is. And it is also urgent and humbling, and I'm from Borno. So I carry Borno with me, but not just Borno, I carry Zamfara, Katsina, I carry Benue, because these are also places in my country that are going through conflict in pockets. And also I carry the faces and the courage of the women that have taught me how to stitch dignity, even in loss. And then when I think about it also from an artistic perspective, I would say that it definitely expands my purpose, because poetry is how I learned to name injustice and how I learned to locate joy. And so now it has to be a bridge that between grief and policy. And so for me, that feeling also then translates to making sure that in those spaces, I bring the costs of instability to the forefront, and I insist that the solutions are co-created with people that understand those issues and people that have lived those issues. So I'm so grateful, but also it is a heavy sense of responsibility that I carry with deep humility.
Well, I'm sure you will carry those voices and help turn their grief into policy. We really appreciate you, Mariam Bukar Hassan.
Thank you.
And just thank you for being our first ever global advocate for peace. We look forward to working with you, and we look forward to all of the wonderful things that we will do together.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody.
I can't stop clapping. You know, Nigerians. The topic for today is still the disconnect between the talented and leadership in Nigeria. But I want to use the word politics. Okay. Do you want to count the talent? Let's talk about the religious talent. Okay. It might be good or bad. Let me take our pure lady, because this woman is too pure to be talking about anything negative. It is now an established fact that among the 10 richest churches in the world, there is no Nigerian church. So not Redeemed, not what do you call, not Winners. They're not near, not Christ Embassy. They're not near the richest church. I think the richest church in the world is still the Catholic Church. With the richest in the world. However, they are not the most talented, because if you're talented, you're going to convert it into money. The 5 richest, among the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 of them are Nigerians. So individually, we are talented. I know my guests are not here, so I can play a lot today. They're the one that will say, don't talk to the pastors. But it's actually not me talking to them. They're talking to themselves now. I listened to Damina this morning, blasting them. There's another young pastor now who is actually doing great things as well. She's saying truth. And it's not about fighting you. It's about addressing you so you can change from your evil doing. And hopefully, this country is going to see where we're going. The topic remains the disconnect between the talented and politics. Like I said, politics is another word for leadership today. And it's another word for management. So take it easy when you hear me see you not using the word politics or using leadership or using management. Because you play politics everywhere, even in your local organization, you play politics there. You fight to be the winner. You fight to be the president. There's politics in our life, even in our homes. But the case of Nigeria is really sad because here we have a beautiful land. We have a very beautiful land that is blessed with anything humanly possible. Let me see whether I can add Asaba now. Good morning, Asaba.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Yes, your voice. You can. Yeah, what happened? They don't want you to join me. Everybody just abandoned me today.
They are kicking me out all the time.
Okay, I'm happy to have you. Welcome. So today, Gloria, it's only you. As I'm not going to the church area. Thank God I've done that before you came in now. So we're going. I'm sure we're going to agree on so many things today, Gloria, because you don't have a lot of your women friends. So I don't think you can fight me now. You are alone. With a big man like mine, I don't think you stand a chance. So let's look at the topic. Glory, we've been able to establish that Nigeria is blessed with a lot of natural resources. Yes. We have oil, we have gold, we have diamond, we can farm. There's nothing we want to do that God has not deposited in our land. If you look at, in fact, the next person I want to have on this show on a continuous basis will be the Ministry of Mine and Industry. They will give you what we have on our soil. But we know that we have the best in agriculture. We just put something on ground and it germinates. You don't need to do anything. So God gave us the best in terms of natural resources. But that is a choice. That to the Nigerian state if you say that is our blessing. Our true blessings are the talent. The ordinary Nigerian is so blessed that there's nothing he cannot do.
Yes.
Now, I started with the church. The church, you can see what the pastors are doing. They bring in a lot of creativity to the church. Though some of them are being stupid with it, trying to make money. But whatever it is, we've turned the church. We're now actually selling the church to the person that gave us the church. Or you will be watching us, worshiping God today, and they're wondering, is this the same Bible? because we find a meaning. So the same thing they gave to us. That is one. You see the music. When you see the Burna Boy now, I just learned now that Davido is now among those who will be judging the Grammy. Now, let me say one area. Yesterday, we were talking here, and I said, Nollywood, highest, if they want to underrate us, we are the third biggest industry in the world. Film industry, after Hollywood, then is Bollywood, then Nollywood. That is, there's a competition there. In terms of the number of films made, it's Nigeria. We make more movies than India and America. But they are making it better. So they're making more money. They say they are the biggest. But you can imagine.
They are more like low budget movies now.
Exactly. But the fact is that we can pick up the camera and tell a story. You can't do that in the UK. It's impossible. You can't afford it. But yet, even if a Nigerian come here, I make a film in the UK. People wonder how you're doing it. It's not with all the money in the world, but I'm able to tell a story. It gets some criticism, but I'm able to tell a story. That is how much the Nigerian man will do when it comes to creativity. I call it, we are talented human beings. Is it in leadership? Yes. Even whether you like it or not, there have been some talented politicians in Nigeria. When they finish talking, you say go agree. Is it in the legal profession? Sometimes I just want to watch Falana. I just want to watch him interpret the law. It's a talent the UK would have loved to have. He will be on BBC every day, on Sky, to interpret what the government is doing. He is a bloody talented lawyer. Do you want to know about Nobel laureate? Wale Soyinka did not he became a professor. He didn't get a PhD. He got a first degree, BA. The other one, Chinua Achebe, did not have second degree, only first degree. He said, in fact, these are people that were given titles from their work, not from the school alone.
Yes.
I'm identifying talent, my daughter. I just played a video of our daughter, who is now picked on by United Nations as the global ambassador for peace. She's from Borno. I just shared the video with the audience. I watched this video and I said, oh my God. When you see her now, you know this is a woman with quality. She's a Nigerian. She's from the northern part of Nigeria. Just to correct those from the southern part, I say, open your mouth. So don't talk too much. Don't say the people in the north are not talented. You'll be making a big mistake.
Yes.
When we used to have the Nigerian national team, the full team were not always from the south. It's always a mixture of the north and south, and we have a balanced team. So we are not having shortages of human resources, and we don't have shortages of natural resources. So where's the disconnect from? We don't have shortages of businessmen, though. Dangote has proven to the world that a Nigerian can do better. Let me tell you one big news, daughter. In the United Kingdom, the second biggest airport in the United Kingdom is the Gatwick Airport, where everybody's coming down mostly is the Heathrow. But the second biggest airport is the Gatwick Airport. It's owned by a Nigerian. Hello? The second biggest airport in the UK, I'm not talking of Nigeria, here is owned by a Nigerian. Now, if you go to the United States today, Nigerians are recorded to be the highest educated, the number of Nigerians with PhD and BSc. We don't play with it. So Nigeria does not have shortages of human resources. Why are we here? So we have natural resources, we have human resources. How can we still be where we are? If I begin to count the human resources in Nigeria, we won't live here today. What I don't understand is how we have all this beautiful land. Some of them, God just dropped it there. We didn't have to work. The oil we are making today is not because we work for it, it's just there. So we just take it and make money. You just need to dig your land and you see gold, you go and sell. The quota we have in, I like to use the word quota so people can understand. That's what we used to tar road. You know, you don't need to work for it, just dig the ground, you see it and you tie it. We didn't work for them, my people. Like I always say to Nigerians, what do you want God to do for you? What is it that God has not done for you? And I'm going to say this today. I want Gloria to come back before I go to before I identify one of the major problems I see there. One, I'm going to talk about political illiteracy. Politics is dirty. Now we are no more in the country. All of us don't run. Because if God put in our land the best, and he has given us the talented human being, there is no single reason why we should be poor. Let me repeat. God gave you everything. I say every day that people are disturbing God. You say that lie. But from what I have analyzed, unless you disagree, and I think you should be putting it down on paper in the comment section, why you disagree. Otherwise, if God gave you the best of land, deposit all these minerals in it, and give you all these talented human beings and be counting today, and you can't feed yourself, this has nothing to do with God anymore. So you better look inwards. So let us look inwards. One, let me say this. I know those of us in the diaspora, we have a good excuse to run away from Nigeria. But we are one of the problems. I know you guys are going to eat me up. We are one of the major problems. The jackpot syndrome. The truth is, if I am at home, I'll be a problem to any government. I swear. I was a problem already before I left. I'm still a problem now. Imagine if I were there. Hungry could beat me. Yeah, but it won't pass. Because I won't let you, sir. My lips is too thick. I go fight you with my mouth. If not, sometimes I go even fight you physically. Demanding leadership. But many of us, we look for the escape route. We look for the cheapest one. And this one includes all of us who, I say, many of the best and brightest, the successful tech entrepreneurs, people, even those who have gone to school supposed to be educating us today, they are lecturing in Europe and America. The medical doctors, we don't want to know. It's not a news anymore that Nigerians are the brain drain is enormous. Doctors are leaving the country. So people that are supposed to treat us, they are outside the country. Have you seen the Nigerian actors that have left the country? Go and look at them. Most of them don't relocate. Yes, so guy. And I'm talking now. I know I could name all of them now. Now don't run. Sometimes you say politics is corrupt, is this, is that. No, my guy. Who's going to do it? Now, if all of us choose to run away, we are now in the UK, we're in the US, we're in Canada, we're in Germany. We don't want to be faced with that. Oh, Nigeria is too dirty. It's not my business. Look at them there. Look at the way they're doing things. Who is going to do it for you? I know it is a difficult one. You'll be asking, why is that the Chris Wire here? Yes, I'm one of them. We're guilty. When you run away from the problem, what does it do? The problem stays waiting for you. A brave man will face his problem squarely. You don't run away. Gloria.
Sir?
Why is he kicking you out now? It be like say you don't do one thing against daddy. Because if you do well,
That's what I do.
then the studio not going to kick you out. Any picking when it comes about and say they be, go find what you know. So, Gloria, one of the area I identified first is what I put on the platform now. I said many of the brightest, the best among us have run away from the country. They say, oh, listen, 90% of the lecturers, I went to a private uni here. The lecturers were mostly from Nigeria. They're still there, they are growing now.
Yes.
The number of lecturers in the UK are growing daily. Nigerian lecturers. The medical, if you go to our medical, the hospital here, NHS here, you see the number of Nigerian women in the healthcare. In fact, there was a time they did award for healthcare professionals in the UK. It was awesome. I mean, it was awesome. The number of healthcare professionals in the UK.
Why would they not run? If you stay here, Nigeria will kill your potential.
But who's going to solve it? There's a man running away from his problem. Who's going to solve it? I know when I'm talking now, they're going to be angry. Most of even the Nollywood actors I know, most of them, and they work with me. They're nowhere in Nigeria. I've worked with some key Nollywood actors in my time in Europe. I can tell you that most of them are no more in Nigeria. They don't run. They say they japa. Doctors don't run. Artists they run. Businessmen they run.
No.
Let me tell you this. In London today, we have Nigerians who are now mayor in cities in London. The mayor of Islington is a Nigerian. The one in Barnet is in Barking and Dagenham is a Nigerian. She's even younger, very young, just like you. They're here. Now, these talents are now here. They're not in Nigeria. And now the little ones that are at home, they don't even want to do politics. But I know it's a dirty game. Oh. I don't want to be part of it. Oh. Look at what they are doing. I cannot do what they are doing. I don't want to do what they are doing. Then who's going to do it? If you cannot do what listen, I want to quote a very little man in Nigeria. You might not like him, but he's my man. I'm beginning to discard him these days. His name is El-Rufai. El-Rufai said, oh, I love that thing El-Rufai said. El-Rufai said that the most beautiful Miss Nigeria. Have you seen Miss Nigeria? The girl that won. Oh.
No, sir.
He said it's not the most beautiful girl in Nigeria. He said the most beautiful girl in Nigeria is in somebody's house as a housewife. But the Miss Nigeria now is among the few women, the few girls that came out to contest for the throne of Miss Nigeria. One of them has won. Let me break it down. Oboriwori is not the most intelligent man in Delta State. We know that. He's one of the dullest. We want to pick on. Bros, you know. But he's among the people that came out to contest for the office of the governor. He's not a governor. I can claim that I'm intelligent. I am smart with all my big mouth. But the truth is, he's the governor. He's the governor because he came out and he contested. He's brave enough to do so. Tinubu is a president today. In fact, Tinubu get mind, to be honest. Tinubu was the most abused candidate I've ever seen in my life. When Tinubu was running for this office, they cuss him up and down. The man don't weak, they shake. We were mocking him. We call him a thief, all kind of names. Yes. But today, he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Why? Because he contested. If Tinubu not contest, he will be president. Gloria, if Tinubu not contest, Tinubu will be president today. You see, that follows what Erufai said. The most beautiful woman, the most beautiful girl in Nigeria, then somebody has as housewife. You know what be Miss Nigeria? Or fear not let her contest for Miss Nigeria. If you don't contest, you not go win. I say, oh, Nigeria not sweet. Oh, Nigeria a weak place. Let me tell those of them in diaspora. I will talk bad thing today to them. I go vex. I don't mind. But make I meet you because I did diaspora. When you leave Nigeria here, go and look back, look at your mate. Gloria, if I dey home, I for not wear this kind of cloth today. I'm almost 60. I'm 58 now. I'm going to 60. I forget my better rapper. They will not give me shift title. I for not balance. If I never go out of assembly, go contest. I know myself. I for not do one. Sir. I'm not going to stand and look people. But I've disconnected myself from my opportunities by living. You don't even punish Nigeria alone. You punish yourself. The land God gave to you has everything, my people. We can apologize for those we sold. But those of us that choose to run away, there's no excuse. We need to stay and deal with the mess our parents have created so that we can correct it. If we all run away and begin to blame those in power for doing the evil thing, do we have an excuse? Now, I'm not saying everybody must run for the office of the president. But even when it comes to that, even when you have a good candidate, we are not doing what we need to do. Do you know it is not true that among the people that run for the office of the governor of Delta State, that there were no good ones that would have been able to leave that state? God never does that. No. God will allow you to choose. Not be me because I'm on Adam because I'm. Now Adam accused God. Say, no, God, now the one when you give me. God. Oh, when I never read that portion of the Bible, in the beginning, God saw that man was lonely. He put him to sleep. Against his wish, he took his rib, he made a woman. Gave the woman to Adam. Adam said, she's beautiful. She's made out of my rib. Adam now have a company. Get wife. Somebody to poke, to do everything, to cook for him, to do everything, to kiss. Now, that woman come, go bring fruit. Adam eat. God come and ask Adam, where you there? He said, I'm naked. He said, he be like say you don't eat that thing when I say make you not eat. He said, not be me. You see, if I just talk straight, say, God no verse. See, we for not do this trouble when we did now. God, but the big leader they give us today. Adam tell God, say, no, not be me, not that woman when you give me. God said, wow. So you throw the blow back at me, Adam, na lawyer. See, when they say for the judge case, since then, I Adam the judge case, 9 man the judge case against with God. Now God say, as he say, you don't know, I can't give you wife out of my good mind. So anything the woman do now, I mean, they blame. The Bible, if you read the next verse, say, from that day shall a man leave his father's house and be reconnected with his wife in Jesus' name. Now my interpretation with that. God no more chooses for us. He does not do that anymore. It is going to be me and you making a decision. Otherwise, the problem in the Nigerian state today is an easy one. It's a problem of leadership. We now know because we have all the natural resources, we have all the human resources. We don't need a leader. Did I say it correctly? We have all the natural resources. We have the bloody talented human being to fix a nation. All we need is leadership. That's what we are lacking. Now we're going to go to church to ask God for it? No, God ain't going to do that. That's why God allowed you to have 20 million churches in Nigeria today. It is now up to you to choose which one you want to go. Because if God has given us only one church, we will say, God, now the church when you give us 9 calls this one. Now you go to see now, look at the whole option. But let me tell you one truth. Among all the options, one of them is a good one. Hallelujah. Can I say this? Among all the candidates that ran for the president of the office of Nigeria last time, one of them was a candidate of God. The rest are candidates of themselves. Now, among this Miss Nigeria too, when they contest today, one of them is the right one that run to occupy that place because one of them come with good mind. They want to do something good for the nation. Some of them come to make money. But it is not God's position anymore to choose for us. So it's not left for us to choose. And how do we choose? You run away, you don't participate in politics. Politics is a dirty game for you. For you and your family, you don't want to participate in politics. I was watching Peter Obi. No, no, verse. I'm not campaigning for him. But is there anybody that can stand and talk where Peter is talking? In terms of integrity, character. Have you seen Peter so proud? I've never seen him. And you can't pretend. You see, there's something you cannot hide. Pride is something you cannot hide. If you have pretense in you, there's a limit to pretense. More time we will see. If you pretend, you see, let me put it this way. If you get money, you can't hide it. It will come out in any way. Either you drive the car, either you carry plenty women, either you eat plenty food, either you build plenty houses, or the way you live alone go talk, the kind of dress you wear alone go talk. Peter is humility personified. You hear me? He is humility personified. He don't get pay, he don't get meat. But what did we do? Because he's an Igbo man, he's a minority. He's not giving you money. You stayed at home, you didn't vote. Or you choose not to support him. Or even when you see the right thing, you choose to support the wrong one. How can God help you? Go to church on Sunday and pray. God will help you. Please go and pray. Now, let me repeat what I said. I said, money does not hide. Peter is a bloody millionaire. The guy is a bloody millionaire. But the right word in Nigeria, he's a billionaire. You will not see the way Peter dressed. You don't see how many dresses Peter they wear. You see, now Mark and Spencer now they wear, now Peter they wear. Mark and Spencer now they will pick up. And the same Mark and Spencer now they wear, now Peter they wear. You never see that Peter dance, he say he change and once. The man is modest. And I listened to him. The amount of knowledge in that man. If una no say the lie, una for don't come out the counter and since. The guy told us how much he left when he left the office in Anambra State. They are still even criticizing him for investing because they don't know how to invest. So the governor of Delta State, from Iboriti now, una invest, una leave debt. I mean, una, where Peter is talking, you shut up. But what do we do? It's an Igbo man. You know what I like about this? It's not God that's going to come and solve our problem anymore. That's what I'm preaching today. I preach the gospel of good news, but not the one you say hallelujah to. The true gospel of God is what I preach for you. If there's another gospel better than this, it doesn't exist. I preach humanity. That is what Jesus Christ was preaching. You can't shout Jesus and you preach evil and you do evil the next minute. You're not with Jesus. You are a demon. Collecting money from people in the name of Jesus, you are a thief. What I preach is transparent. Look at Peter. I don't have a friend. That's a good thing. I've attacked Peter. When I say, Peter, you could have done this, but I have not been able to see what he did wrong. All I have fired Peter for, Peter, you should have done this. He's a human being. He's not God. And I cannot see where this man is lying. My daughter is back. Now, wow. I saw that they said they married for that to survive for good. Though. So now go just disappear, come back. Break the man's heart. And the kind of women want to be with that. And they break my heart. And when they wait for like, anyway, daughter, there's a problem. There's a problem. I've been saying something here. You missed some part of this broadcast. I'll just quickly recap it. And the audience will be bored today, but I'm going to remind so you know you're on the same page with me. I said, Edify reminded us that the most beautiful girl is certainly not Miss Nigeria because she's among the few ones that contested. For you to win, you have to contest first. And I said, this is where God now still do his work. Among all the women in the world, now won't be your own. Maybe 3 or 4, now 5, now your own. Don't go take the one when not be your own. If you go take that one, I wait till you define it. You see, God stopped. He said, from that day, shall a man leave his father's house and be rejoined with his wife. Now only you can go find her. But the wife is there. It's not as if he didn't create a wife for you. There's still a wife that will match you, that will live in your condition and make your life happy. If you say that one not good, you can't go pick another one. Maybe when they shine, when they wear gold. What do you do tomorrow? You don't feel call God. Because God not give you option. He didn't leave you alone. No. Even when we don't insult God, say, because now what did God tell Adam? Adam tell God. When Adam ate the forbidden fruit, you know what God answer? Adam, what did you do? He said, I'm naked. Oh, this man, you don't eat what they are making, you don't eat. He said, no, not be me. Now that woman, when you give me nine. Now, waiting God, if you get to the next portion of the Bible, say, from that day, a man shall be rejoined with his wife. Now they talk, so not this. Because the time when God give wife to us, we disrespect God. Now, God's people will go choose. Exactly where we are today, my daughter. God gave us natural resources, gave us talent. Now, he gave us the option to choose among us who go rule us. Not because God will choose for us. But among them will be somebody special. It's clear that we go intentionally disregard the good one, take the wrong one. And it is clear. And that's where we get the punishment. I follow the last election. Muna not think I'm a biased man here. Muna, forgive me. There is nobody like Peter in that election. That is what I argued. I would have followed Osinbajo. I don't see Osinbajo come out against Peter. I would have said, oh, now Nigeria have two choices between Peter Obi and Osinbajo. But no, we didn't want to go for the best. We choose the person when go give us that fine girl. You know when man they look for wife? I'm sorry, you're not going to understand us. When they look for wife, they get the quality they look for. Maybe go tall, you go fine, you go get long legs, you go get some color, skin color, you go speak posh. That one maybe that for one night, not before wife. Oh. You marry that kind of woman, what you define, you will see her. Because there's difference between wedding and marriage. So we always pick on the wrong ones. Nigerians, is it not true that you have a lot of options from the last election? Among them, the truth is we will pick the worst. More than obvious, Tinubu are the worst, and I will pick. But again, I give Tinubu credit of all the criticism. Tinubu passed the test. He was among the most criticized, the most laughed upon. Nothing they not do to Tinubu. He stick to his gun. That is somebody that want to become something. First, the candidate must want to have that tenacity first. We don't have it. That's why you run away. That's why you're not in Nigeria running for office. And those of you there now, it's your out of your cowardice. That's why you cannot run for the office. Oh, there's no money. Where they for steal the money? Where they take run? This is not letting people money to run that election. Peter will be money not being to run the election. Because of the way that is coming out of Peter's mouth, I have more than 200 people who were ready to donate $10,000 to support Peter's campaign. They don't want the money back. They just want the best for Nigeria. They are outside the country. And they are still there. So I think Tinubu should be worried. But it comes to a point. I don't know whether today the path is still that clear. But maybe as we hear from Peter again and again, we might want to listen. I've been spending my time on Facebook on all these short videos, and I see a lot of clips from Peter in his attempt to run for 2027. Some of them may not even be done by him. No, by his, he doesn't even have a campaign team right now. I'm wondering the kind of people that good things does not. In fact, you can't hide it. I think in terms of character, even you, President Tinubu, you will respect Peter. And I'm sure Tinubu respects Peter. He can't say it on the open. Because among the people that have served, I'm looking at the governor of Delta State, all the governors. Even the youngest one, when they say we foresee one young person to be president, look at Kogio. The record of Nigerian governors is shameful. And you know what Nigerians say? God get at the work. Do you know that when we had Yaradua, Yaradua was a meek human being? Our late president, Yaradua. And only Yaradua was pushing rule of law. Only Yaradua. He wasn't greedy. Yaradua would have faced Nigeria. If I Yaradua, they tell them, the PDP that time, it's the people who revolt against us. Look at all these things. You are 11 people, you have 14 Jeep. You have come to me for more Jeep. What are you going to do with it? The people who revolt against us. That was Yaradua. I'm quoting him. That is the kind of person Peter can be. And that's the kind of person Peter is. A man that was, they rejected him. He was impeached because he wasn't sharing money. It was Yaradua time. That's why we won't have Peter back. Yaradua will say, no, that will not happen. Rule of law. He came back. When he was leaving, he's the only governor that has ever invested. They're criticizing him that he had invested in wrong investment. Okowa, where is your investment for the Delta State that is not bringing us money? The man left 12 billion each in different accounts and some amount of naira in different accounts, bank accounts. He named Access, he named Polaris, and then he named Diamond Banks. 3 banks. How much Okowa leave for us? How much Udon leave for us? How much Ibori leave for us? Debt, 90 people leave for us. The BC, and they leave for us. Wait, and go look at the life of these our governors in Delta State. There is a share boundary with us, so we can talk. Peter Obi, when I see Peter Obi with private jets, he get money past some of them. Oh God. When I don't see Peter with private jet once, Peter fly economy. Peter said when he dey fly with his wife go even dey business class, he go dey economy. Except na long journey, now Peter dey fly business class because of his leg. Now you can expect age not dey inside too much like that. Your governors, your ex-governor, they get their own private jets. Who is like Peter? Oh God, let me sing one song. Who is like unto thee? Oh, who is like unto thee? Oh Lord, among the God, who is like thee? You are glorious in holiness, cheerful in praises. Do you wonders, hallelujah, hallelujah. Most of my teachers are not the precept. Now let's sing it for Peter. Who is like unto thee? Oh, Peter, who is like unto thee? Oh, Peter, among the governors, among the candidates, Who is like thee? You are glorious in holiness. You are making in movement. Humble, humility, personified. Amen. I'm trying to sing it. I'm going to write it down. And it should be a song we should be singing in Nigeria. Who is like Peter? Tinubu, whether or not they support Tinubu or not, Tinubu knows he not be like Peter Obi. And now, among your governors that has left office, how many of them they move like Peter? Peter C uses he had an ex-governor. He's a bloody rich man, a billionaire. Peter C uses the same shoe when they buy from Mark Spencer and Peter they wear. That Danchiki, I will bring one of him video now, make you see the man. Peter Obi is humility. My people say something really say, if you have something to say, you don't shout. Empty vessel, now they make the largest, the loudest of noise is coming from the empty vessels. I am proud to come from a country where we have this beautiful young lady that just spoke to us. She's now the global ambassador. She's not from my place, she's from the north. But is there any difference between Borno and Owera? This guy just made me proud. Is there anything to say between Peter and any other governor? Have you seen your ex-governor? Let me just try and throw some light before I bring one video of Peter. Now they feel like ex-governor. Most of them go get private jets. Look at where they stay. Now only Peter is richer than them. Peter made his money already as a banker before he became a governor. Yeah. Some of them were poor before they became governor. Bloody poor idiots. Let me use Delta State as an example. Look at that one for Kogi that day. When did they talk? They'll say, I sang the song now, I'm not saying no Christian guy with me, but I go say, maybe you try with me. In a Christian song. Eh? Who is like unto thee? Oh, Peter, who is like unto thee? Oh, Peter.
Don't change our song.
Among the governors, among the candidates, among the politicians, who is like thee? You are glorious in holiness. You are humility personified. You do wonders, Peter. We love you. You know why this is important, my daughter? If you say a good thing and you don't identify it, you don't embrace it, it will go. And you'll be waiting for God. God didn't give us a leader. God gave you people a leader, Nigerians. You see, if I'm trying to prove something, that when God said a man will not go and look for his wife, he didn't say when you go, you will not find a good one. But if you go and pick on the wrong one, the woman will put pepper for your eye.
Yes, Lord.
Pick on the right wife for you. Nigeria, we got a wife in Peter Obi. The man want to work for us. He want to work. Another person that I would have worked with would have been Osibajo. Nigerians, we can see the leadership in them. They are not gra people. Oh God. I think my people say if you get something to say, you don't shout. Yeah, we know. We rejected Peter because Peter is who? He's an Igbo man. The Northerners will open their eyes. Hunger when they beat them today, not be me. I'm not sorry for Nigerians today. Whatever you are going through is the right to post yourself. If Nigeria didn't give us option, we will say, it will be like the time of Adam. When Adam said, oh, now the woman when you give me. No, God did not give us only Tinubu. He did not give us only Oboriwori. Do you know a guy in Delta State? I interviewed every single one of them before the election. Only Omagige and Oboriwori didn't come on my interview because they are too big. They can't defend themselves. You never see them grant interviews. These two big boys, they were the one that was going to win because they were relying on the apparatus of the state, the money, to buy the votes. They were not ready to go and actually talk to the people to vote for them because they can't defend it. There's a guy, if you say yourself, you know, go vote for him. But you say, what did this someone do? But you know that the guy is the one that have the brightest. Quote me, Ogbadu was even brighter than all these people you see now. In terms of the plan, what they would do should they become governor? None of them have it. None. Now when nobody will become governor, now he won't change her. Una not see her before they vote her. It be like you don't go pick wife finish, they call God. On Sunday, go pray to God to come and solve your problem. When God gave you option, did you take it? No. Maybe it is very interesting now to say, it's a woman you gave me. Una be other, una be lawyers. Why God not just give us good leader? God gave you an option to pick. Like as before, we always pick the devil. Now, when the devil don't fight their ass, they will say, God, why you not do this? You not say them, you see how to call what they buy the vote. They manufacture. Somebody went work for you. He don't need to give you money to vote for her. But some of the votes, sir, not true. I don't know if people prove her. So if not go say allegedly. How many people fit talk say Peter give them money? Peter was saying, I don't have money to give to you. Oh, Peter, no, Peter. He said, I don't have. The man came to Peter and said, the three people, where Peter was going, the three of them, the people saw Peter and said, Peter, give me this. And Peter said, I don't have arms, I don't have anything to give to you. But in the name of Jesus Christ, rise and walk. That was how Peter started. Yes. There is always, if anybody that has something to do, he won't give you food, he won't give you bread. Any politician that gives you money it's your enemy. What is he coming to do? He's coming to work for you. Why will he give you money to come and work for you? If his intention is pure, why will he buy the vote to become your president? Buy the vote to become your governor? It's not true that we cannot pick between the lines. So we hear the lines, we hear them, we can see it. We choose to be there intentionally. It's not true that we cannot see it. During the campaign, we could see the difference. I said, sometimes we say that they pretend. You never see, I say even say to pretend the good. Some of you couldn't even pretend. There's something I say, who get money? Gloria, if they hide money. Who they proud? You can't hide your pride. Peter today, if you see the kind shoe when they wear, go look the man leg. Today, you don't hear Peter wear one big cloth. You see people when get money, go see the Cubana. The way that they behave. No say man, if man get money, they hide that.
At all.
Now you don't see her for Peter. You never see Peter say they get money with Peter. They don't have half of what Peter have. But at the talk of typical man, you don't see Peter once do that. Now, one shoe, the man know they carry more than 2-3 pairs of shoe at the same time. We go ask what he want to take. Somebody that think fly economy today. Oh, Peter, not buy business class. He go buy the plane. When I say Peter get his own plane, Peter say if he go Abuja, the hotel when did they stay? I better go look at. He said that if they put him for that hotel of 300,000 per night, he no go sleep till daybreak. So what are you gonna do with it? Nobody want to sleep till morning.
Yes.
That money you can use it to help others.
Waste money anyhow. Carry convoy. Carry security.
Even convoy not be anything these days, my daughter. They get plane. They get private jets.
Private jets.
When I hear say Peter get private jets, make I hear say Tinubu not get. You see, Peter is not a typical politician. He's not in your class, man. No verse. No verse. Anyway, he might not be president of Nigeria. He has nothing to lose. It will be an example of us rejecting the good thing which God has given to us again. And in that case, don't go and disturb my God on Sunday. Now, what they talk, God, I know they hear me. It's okay to say, oh, we don't care, we don't want Peter. But if you go disturb the same God on Friday and Sunday, make it, why not do give you food? In fact, now gone, if I get gone, I go shoot all of them. Because God has revealed to you in the clearest form of language. They know they hide that. You want woman, you tell her the truth. I want you. Peter is a saint in our time politically. We've never seen anyone as good as him. Made an open record. Fella say, can't go anywhere, I go open book for you. Now why your government you do? Hey! You see, I can't do better than this today. I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to try and keep quiet because nothing I'll say that will not offend you right now. But I'm going to go back to where I started. For those of you who think because they give you money, you vote for that person, not go to church on Sunday, because hunger might be your destiny. Now you choose them. You see good thing, you say, no, I'm not going to vote for that one. I'm going to vote for this one that can give me 10,000 naira. After all, Sunday don't go. If you choose that path, hunger na your destiny. Wait till they pay me. If you're not concerned me, because hunger will kill you. Insecurity, I they ruin on us. But wait till they pay me. Now that God, when they go disturb on Sunday and Friday. When I leave my God alone. You have the right to choose now who you want. The next election is coming. You see that one they call Atiku, choose her. Because now Hausa man, choose her. When hunger they kill you, don't call me, not call God. If you even call, if you fight, if you are killing yourself, you know me, but don't disturb God on Friday on Sunday. Because God has given you the option to choose. He will not come back and help you. From the day when Adam tell God, say, that the woman won't give me, God not talk, he withdrew. Now, when you go choose wife, you go see tell God, now God give you wife. No, the case of Samson, someone God give Samson wife, when he cut in head, come out. If I blame God, now Samson, I go see 5 women, I choose them. You see the story of how women destroy some people in the Bible. In fact, anything won't destroy a man, not the woman in no day. That's the Bible. Now they read the Bible at all. Now go learn from you. Because I don't preach. I speak what God asked me to say. That's why I can be here. I can be here for 3 hours. And as it's coming, I'll be pouring it out. God has given us the option again. And we continue to fail ourselves. Not God, though. Like I said, the only thing that concerns me today is when you now make that stupid decision finish, you now call on God. That's the part I don't understand. I don't have a problem with who you're choosing what you want to do. But why calling God? What is he going to do here? Let me just play a video of Peter Obi first. It makes me laugh. Only this one. It's not even the video I want to share, but this is one I could upload. Let's just listen to this guy. He makes my day anytime. Let's watch Peter first.
I said, as president, instead all of us go and queue up on that pipeline and wait and see who will take it. Is that possible? And you're looking for foreign investor. You're looking for foreign investor when people are stealing the one you have at home. The first investor you need is to make sure that the one in your home is not being stolen. So you can deal with it. These are low-hanging fruits I'm talking. We will not go and man that pipeline. We'll move presidency to pipeline. Because that's income.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
People are stealing your oil. Just to show you how that can be regulated. Angola, beginning of this year, Angola, their rate was about 600 to $1. At the high oil price, it came down to 400 and something. But your own couldn't happen because you are the only OPEC country that was not meeting its quota, apart from Venezuela, because of sanction. Your oil is being stolen. You have 1.8 million barrels. That's what you're supposed to be producing daily, 1.8. In the entire August, your production was 975. You were losing 825 every day. Multiplied by 1 month, 31 days, it's about 25 million barrels. You did not sell. Whether you're sharing it as 100 naira average in August, that's 2.5 billion. So a man who needs every cent can allow that to go. It's not possible. That's why I said, as president, instead all of us will go and queue up on that pipeline and wait and see who will take it. It's not possible. And you're looking for foreign investor. You're looking for foreign investor when people are stealing the one you have at home. The first investor you need is to make sure that the one in your home is not being stolen. So you can deal with it. These are low-hanging fruits I'm talking. We will all go and man that pipeline. We'll move presidency to pipeline because that's income.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Okay. This is Peter will be talking about the well, how they loot our oil well. I don't even want to go there because if I go there, I will be angry. I'll be sad. I want to get to that mood today. Today is a young day. I have a lot of meeting coming up. So the best thing is for me to do is to come up with a high spirit. You know, this is the man I've been talking about. His name is Peter Obi. Now, this is the only governor. I've never come out to talk about Peter this way. The last time I came to talk Peter, I was angry with Peter that, Peter, you should have actually worked with us to form a government without even being in office. The day I will meet Peter, I'm going to actually put it in a letter to him now, and I'm going to meet with him, and that's what we're going to discuss. President or not, you have a job to do for the Nigerian state. I expected you to have started it now. Peter, it will not be out of place if Peter will open an airline. Peter, listen to me now. If you open an airline, nobody can stop you from running an airline. Don't run it for yourself. Let it be run for the Nigerian people. Let Nigerians put money together. Let them invest, give them shares. Run the airline for them. Let Nigerians in diaspora and at home begin to make money because you set up an airline. That airline will be a national pride. It will carry us. At today, if I want to go to Nigeria, there's no airline. I have to wait for British Airways, who don't give a damn about me. I don't want to fly British Airways for any reason because British Airways will not be invested. When I'm doing my project here, British Airways is going to come and give anything to me. When I had Arik and the other airline, they give me tickets. They give my people coming from Nigeria free tickets. British Airways don't give a damn. Virgin don't give a damn. Why would I want to patronize them? These are some of the things we're suffering, Peter. So you owe us. That's the only criticism I have for you. Otherwise, Peter is a saint. He is a saint. And I know President Tinubu knew that. And he knows that now. This is a man that served as governor in Anambra. When they tell me, say, he leave money, the money he left, I'm wondering. Oh, but when he's telling you that he has not borrowed, that the one that they borrowed for him, he never paid finish. When they say run election, Delta State not get local. Make a talk. I'm from Delta State, Nigeria. The world, I'm from Delta State. And we're the worst of governors. If already used our money to run the Yaradua election, we were in debt. Odua came, he was paying. He was paying. During the last days of Odua, because he wanted to go to Senate and be a minister, he spent our money on Goodluck Jonathan election. The same Delta State money. The punish also, it be like say they swear for us. Now, Okowa own, we don't need to know. Okowa ran for vice president because he had the money of Delta State to spend for Atiku election. Now, Obodo did not even wait till his second tenure. He don't decamp already to Tinubu. He went Tinubu somewhere, Obodo, I know him. You guys are not going to say Tinubu, Obodo, they worship Tinubu. Maybe in God, though. Oh, God, we don't say, oh, God. Now, lie. Una get governors. This is a man talking here. How much he left? Please go and read about this man. Bros, Chief, Kabesi, I don't want to talk about you. When you came from Europe, when you were poor, now pursue now you did Europe, the hustle. When you now went back and you became governor of Lagos State. Good news. Sir, when you came, you were poor. When you left Lagos, you were the richest man. Your family, everybody are now the richest today. We hear that one from Peter. Are you in the same class with him? Thank you. We can't change the hand of time, oh. Nigerians, what I say here today will not make a difference. No be Atiku. Obasanjo just said the money when Atiku thief. He said go feed Nigerians for how many years? You know, Baba not the lie. The only offense when I know so Obasanjo don't commit, you know, when I meet him, I go tell him, now what he do to fella family. No, Baba, otherwise, Obasanjo not my man. For Obasanjo to enter my clean book, he will go apologize to fella family first. They will forgive him. Then he will come. He will enter my clean book. Baba, you fuck up there. Sorry. Other than that, Obasanjo tried. Obasanjo say the amount of money when he knows Atiku thief. Not be me they talk. Oh. He say if he let Atiku be president, say God no go forgive him. Not be me talk. Atiku go ask Baba. Now you with and work. I know they there. And Baba not talk. You know the fear self. That man not the fear. Baba not get you for you go. You know anybody knows. Get out. We'll tell you. We'll tell you are a thief. Not be me. Oh. So I'm saying Nigerians. You don't say the man character and everything should give her something whole. What do you expect? Say God not do for you. God gave us Peter. It wasn't Peter. This movement is not about Peter. It's beyond him. Let me say this. On this show today, I don't blame people when not content. I blame us for not picking the right person. For those of you who want to be comfortable with your stomach infrastructure, today now, I know in Delta State, if I say anything, I'm going to beat myself. They cannot talk about my principal, but he's a semi-god. Even when you all know that the man is it's a flop. Look at him. When they edit a video anyhow, I'll be professional for that feed. Hey! I need another, please. Now get problem. Now, you know, if the first one, it is, they don't put Fejiro for prison. Waiting for him, not Fejiro. Who be Fejiro? A governor talking to Fejiro. Fejiro on a small tap now, when they look for money. You ignore him. So your governorship now to fight people like Fejiro. Okowa better pass you with that. Okowa will not talk to Fejiro. You will ignore him. Hey, so Okowa go by himself. You don't take all the younger boys when go ask questions for Delta State. You don't give them PA and SA. All of them, they are your PA and SA. And now itself when they be PA and SA. How much do they pay on that? You know where you come from, Robo Boy. You know your destiny as an Urobo boy. You know your worth as an Urobo man. Not about us now, young people. And you know what? When I see a Urobo boy of about 35 years old, the same be youth. Gowon was at 32 was already president of Nigeria. You are not a youth, Akpa. You are a man. Maybe this now. If they give you people PA and SA, now now them will go take cut to my destiny. Now this boy now take the take cut all of my destiny. If I talk, I listen, I don't hate me die. The stupid that the Chris said, go kill her. Yes. Even if you give me your life done straight, see the hunger one a day. They give you PA, maybe now 400,000 that they pay you. You not go reach you take marry yourself. Nigerian one I know now. 400,000 go reach you to do anything. You not reach. What you need, my people, is leadership that can empower you, that can create an opportunity. The land is so blessed. That's where I started. That's why I'm angry. The land is so blessed with natural resources. And what you have, you young people, are actually the talent. You that is P and SA like you, now you be the talent when they talk of. All they need to do is to put you in the right place and you'll be making millions for us and for yourself. Instead, you are now being paid 400 and something thousand in a month. Say you be PA. You be SA. Now don't turn out to career. The end result is clear. With the end to the same place, now four with the four they go. Not me swear for you, now you swear for yourself. You're making that stupid decision. It's a decision we make. Young people, it is the wrong one. May God bless Peter Obi. And I want to say, may God give us something like Peter Obi in Delta State. No, he has given us. Like I said, I was a part of the last election. I was a part of it. I interviewed the candidates. The two that were able to, even at the forefront, they were the arrogant ones. They are the ones that were not even going to do anything for us. You see, when God was speaking on, in those days when God helped the children of Israel, they picked their kings. Not because exactly that the people they pick up, because they had prophets. Instead, our prophets today, now they be the men of God when they call. Now they even worse past the one. If not, now prophet they help us to pick, say that this one God say make we choose. Instead, we don't get prophet again. Even a boy is dead by us. The whole Baba Adeboye is now by us. He was among those that were condemning Goodluck Jonathan. Today, you know, everything about the government is good. The problem when I get is say, when I need to get rid of me for not to get peace in this track, because there will be no peace. We are blessed. It is true that we are blessed. We are very much blessed. Very, very blessed. Gloria, this is your heartbreak now. Wow.
Sir.
Your heartbreak, you will stay, you will go, you will stay, you will go, you will stay, you will go. Yes, God, oh. The poor girl is struggling to be on it.
Oh, no, worry, not be me, oh.
Worry. What they talk, when I go say, now, governor, don't do this. They will also give you PA. Because if they talk, when they will give you PA. You get one boy when I know, my guy, maybe my son for that Delta State before, maybe rest. They don't make sure say that they give her anyway. I say if I call rest now, I don't see rest, they do anything again.
I said plenty, oh.
And I know. You know, but it's not, I can't blame the young men. They have to do something to survive. But I'm saying that the decision you're making now, taking that stupid job, is you are destroying your destiny. Your destiny cut short. If you know that I am from Delta State, what I deserve, imagine if it's a state that things are happening, you'll be earning minimum of 5 million naira. Or even if you are now going to do something, you will be making, I say even under the farm, a good project on farming will get you 10 million naira in 6 months. Israel boy will be like your age. You never go do APA for 400,000. No. So make a talk now. I say I joke a day. Man, take small man talk to the children because they're my kids. Young man, when he pick SA, PA, now the decision when you make, like Adam, now God don't they choose for us again. Now what they choose now? If imagine say they come Delta State can't do that kind of industrialized farm, greenhouse. You can't manage oneself, which we have all the money to do, and you're not paying Delta State from part of it. Because let's say Delta State set up your glass house for you, and you are now doing business with Delta State, 80% for you, or 70% for you, Delta State get 30. Do you know how much your greenhouse will produce in 3 months? If it's tomatoes, if it's onion, if it's yam, if it's cassava, if it is, oh God, do you know how much? In a matter of 6 months, you will be raising more than 20 million. And I'm saying it, and I'm not guessing. But you know, your destiny has been cut short right now. They pay you 400,000 times 6 is how much? You can't even get married. Most of them not get wife, unless you don't get wife before. You can't marry with that kind of money. Marriage, the cost now. The last one when I won't go through for really, not be small money that's make I spend. Though. And in fact, I don't spend 6 million, never reach. The current day marriage, make I hear. So, my God, what are you doing to yourself? Maybe you can help Oboribo to help you. You don't need to be a PA. You don't need to be an SA. You need to be running a business with Delta State, which Oboribo can set up. Tell him to stop constructing bridges. It's not his fault. He doesn't get it. I think General said to me that, Chris, I will close down all the hospitals, all the general hospitals, because they are useless. I set up primary healthcare system. All these hospitals will become teaching hospitals, where I'm going to produce nurses and doctors to treat us. Your life will be better even if you go on the agriculture training. If you borrow a bank on farm now, other cassava farm, give you 6 acres or 20 acres as your cassava farmland, you know what you will sell from that cassava in 6 months. Maybe you even process it. What can you not do, my people? Young people, what can you not do? Why did you settle for the less? Why did you settle to be a PA? Why did you settle to be a MSc? I'm not saying you should be ashamed of yourself. I want you to re-examine your position right now. You got no leaders. There's leaders in other parts of the... across your River Niger is where Peter came from. Across River Niger was Peter Obi. He showed you people an example. You guys didn't want to learn. He brought around that state into doom. He brought around the state into doom. Okowa is down on the own and clear one. The 1.3 trillion when we get, we never know. He never answer that question. He don't cross carpet, he don't baptize. Because Tinubu, they look for people to baptize into demonic society. You know, why would you set a man free, Tinubu, first? No, it doesn't matter. Because allegedly. But we know, even when we are not told, we know. Now you say we are speculating. Oh, you can't do this. You have to prove it. You prove out the 1.3 trillion. Where are they? Proving it to debtors. How Okowa 1.3 trillion is spent? How? Why is free all of a sudden? Now come and ask me to prove. Because that's the only thing you can say that can set you free. I should come and prove it. Listen, whether we like or we not like, after you hear me talk, if you like, if you not like, you hang. If you hang, you go die. You carry your body, go police station. You die unlawfully. Nigerians, God gave us options. The options is still in Delta State today. In the next election, there will be a better option. I'm not saying Boribori cannot be a good governor, but if he continue like this, he should be voted out. Right now, he's not governing. If this is what you call governor, you are ashamed to yourself. Not only to that, to your own self. Tinubu did well. Say no more subsidy. We were expecting that the money from the subsidy will be used to set up refineries or to create things. Tinubu shared the money among the governors. And he said, I have given them the money. So you took money from us to give to your governors. We thought you were taking the money so you're going to invest it so that we have refineries, sir. Now you Tinubu said, go and ask your governor. Why will I ask my my governor. You are the one that took the money from me. Again, Peter will not do that. If you say God has not done for us, I'm wondering what you want God to do for us. If you say God has not done his own part, what do you want God to do? Like I said again and again, I'm going to remind you the very words of El-Rufai. Those are the only 2 places I draw my decision. Peter, El-Rufai said, not Peter, sorry, Peter. Rest in peace, Peter. El-Rufai said that the most beautiful girl in Nigeria is not Miss Nigeria. Fact. That the most beautiful girl in Nigeria is probably in somebody's house as a housewife. Fact. But Miss Nigeria is among those that came out to contest. Oboriwo is a governor today because he's among those that came out to contest. I give him credit for that. Tinubu is a president because he's among those that came out to contest. So these guys, they have credit to their name. And you cannot, to their names, you can't take it. Because Tinubu will not be president if he didn't contest. Oboriwo won't be, whether they invite him or not. If he didn't come and say, okay, I'm going to do it, he won't be. So he has done his own part. Now, this is where God has message for us. That's what I'm saying. I said in the beginning, when God created man, he gave man a wife. And you know what he did? He allowed everything, and everything was beautiful and good. Until Eve deceived Adam to eat the forbidden fruit. When they eat finish, God come call her. Hey, Adam, where are you? Say, I'm naked. God knows that the man don't do what he's not supposed to do. You naked? What did you do? Did you eat from that fruit? Because that is the only way that can make you know that you're naked. He said, yes. But it's not me. It's the woman you gave to me. Oh. Understand that part of it. It's not me. It's the woman you gave to me. And what did the Bible say? It said from that day, you, a man, will go and pick your own wife. Should we see what they kill all of us now? Young men and women, old men. You don't get anybody on the floor. If anything won't do you, if you marry the wrong wife, not in vision for this world. The Bible even said, other than hell, the worst thing that can happen to a man is a nagging wife. You go die alive. And we can still story in the Bible. I say all the Samson, they go pick women when he killed them. Not be God. But some people pick good wife who they are living peacefully. So it's not true that women are bad. Pick your own that is good for you. Don't pick another man's own. Now, God has given us option on our ballot papers. At any point in time, Nigeria, we are not having shortage of options. I ask, among them, who is like Peter? That's why I sang that song. Oh Lord, who is like unto thee? Oh Lord. That's my best song. If I want to pray in the morning, that's the song I sing. Among the God, who is like thee? You are glorious in holiness. Do ye wonders, hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's what I said. Who is like unto Peter? Among the politicians, among the governors, who is like Peter will be. Peter is glorious. He is humility personified. He is prudent in spending. He is accountable. Who? Peter is the only man that left office and left a lot of money in 3 banks for the state, invested in the state. How much did Bori invest? How much did the Bori leave? How much did Okowa invest? How much did he invest? I'm like, more than leave me alone. This is a state. Delta State receive more money. In fact, the whole of the eastern states, let me say this, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Enugu, or the last one, Abia. These 5 states put together, the money they receive as allocation, only Delta State they receive. Their money last month may not be up to 40,000. That Delta State will get 40,000. 40 billion naira. If you put all the one they'll give to them, maybe about 30 something for the whole state. Yet from there, now Peter Obi, Kofi invest. And then Peter Obi, Kofi leave $12 billion for them. Wait, the same money, the small portion when they give them for Anambra. Now Peter do that one. He leave the place. They're not even they mention debt. Ibori left debt for us. Odoa left debt for us. Okowa left debt for us. This new governor now, he don't they owe. Well, I say he never borrow money, but you self selling our destiny by just the camping alone. What made them at the camp? Now understand that. Because he was going to win the election. He won the election under PDP. He was going to win anyway. He has to decamp. He should sell out. Anybody want to convince me to vote for Oboriwori, you need to explain to me. Well, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not saying you should. I'm not deselling him. That's not my headache today. But I will continue to ring this bell until God tells me to stop. Because I don't just come here to say, I say what God put in my mouth. Oboriwori is a failure. Our governors in Delta State is a failure. Compared to Peter Obi, that's what I'm saying. Una not like good thing. Nigeria, the man, when he be president now, he was on exile. He came home, he became a governor. By the time he left governor, in 8 years, he was a bloody billionaire. Trillion in naira now I get. I'm talking of Tinubu. Baba, you were broke when you went back to Nigeria. Today, you're among the richest. Peter Obi was already a billionaire before he became governor. He left without a kobo from the state. The man is comfortable still. Can't you see that it's not even how much you have that makes you a name? That makes you a good person? Are you not proud of Peter? I know, put your politics interests aside. Are you not proud of Peter Obi? I'm proud of him here. The way I'm proud of that young guy, that's how I'm proud of Peter. It's good to have a Nigerian who can talk and talk with accountability. To say, no, we are a nation of people with integrity, with character. Come and work with us. That's what we need. I'm going to take a look at one or two papers because nobody's here with me today. So I might as well take a look at some of the papers and then we'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. No, let's see what we can do. All right? Yeah, so we're going to take a look. I normally, with a newspaper review like this, I should have one of my girls to actually run through the paper with us. That's what I was waiting for. But I can do one or two headlines before anything. But what you can see here is the southwestern state tighten borders. And banditry surge inquiry. So it's very important, very interesting to see what we're talking about today. There was killing in Benue State. Now, this young boy, very dark man, I go there. Before president of a country go. If now oil, now Delta State, now the oil prices day, Tinubu for there quickly because he need the oil money. Benue can die because after all, they're not contributing anything to the national. And this is the Benue that could feed all of us. Now they look for the problem when I get on the call God. God gave Benue such a fertile land that the young boy came here that day and was telling us that if you put 2 million naira, for those of you in diaspora, if you can put 10 million in farming in Benue, go there, you'll get your 20 million within the period of 6-7 months. That's how rich Benue is. The president cannot even sell that kind of message to us. That we should come home and invest in Benue by him even showing us example. What investment has the government of Nigeria got in Benue State where farming is? In fact, it's a God, it's a destiny. No, they're only interested in collecting oil revenue. Tinubu is very smart, he's an accountant, so he's used to collecting taxes. It's okay. I don't blame him for that. To be honest, Tinubu needs to work harder to convince me that he's a president. Because Tinubu, my first problem with you, I was clapping for you. If you listen to my language, all my shows, I've never condemned you or be against you for removing oil subsidy. I was proud. I said, we're going to see this the beginning of new leadership. But the money you collected, sir, you shared it among your governors. Why would you take money from me and give it to a governor who you know is naturally reckless, is born reckless? Oh, but when they construct road, now you take my money, go give her. Because the money you took is our money. with our little gain from the federal government of Nigeria. You took it from us and you gave it to them. Now they are constructing roads. Now, wow. In the road, when they construct, where do I have the money to buy fuel to drive on that road? You see, it's an example of what Peter said. You don't start with physical infrastructure without human infrastructure. The human infrastructure is what I would expect Tinubu to do with that money. Or, on the worst case scenario, deal with the problem directly. Now we need oil. We're not going to be importing fuel. Get us refinery. So Tinubu, if Dangote, your subject, a citizen could have a refinery, you couldn't build 10. The man could build one state-of-the-art refinery. Now he's selling fuel to this state. There's way for us. We need Juju to come solve this problem. Who's going to help us? There's no way God cannot help us. This is beyond God. This is beyond man. This is something we have to save. We have to deal with ourselves. Listen, my people. I'm tired. Because this is one of the most annoying shows I've ever presented. I don't know whether I've done justice to the topic. But what I really came to talk about today is the gap, is the disconnect between the talented and the politics in Nigeria. I started by identifying how much we have. We have the best of this, we have the best of this. Fact. So we have the best of natural resources. Nobody can contest that with us. But the oil when the carry go so now not put on there, now God just put on so you just take and go make money. The gold in Zafara, you just take and go make money. The one there's no state in Nigeria that is not blessed with one thing or the other. Edo State, and when you see there, so the kind way when the kind natural deposits when they Edo State, not there anywhere else. Now, what are we doing with it? So God has given us all that one. I say that one are nonsense compared to the human resources we have. Now, this same place, 9 people will not get anything, started Nollywood, they are best in the world today. Burna Boy and those boys came with nowhere. They were poor. They just carried guitar. They never get guitar, they don't know anything, just begin sing. Look at them today. Look at them. Oh, Olecho can't know good. In our only first degree get to, he's a professor. They told us now, the statistics telling us that the number of graduates of Nigerians abroad is unbelievable. There's a disconnect right now because if you have all this talent and you have this beautiful land and we're not working together, we are poor, something is wrong with us. That is the topic of today. I trace that disconnection down to most of us that have run away from the country, and I blame every one of us. If you run away, who's going to fix it? That was the question I started. Nobody's going to fix it for you. You come back and meet the same mess you left. That's where we are. We're going to go and inherit, go and see the mess we've created. Because when you leave, you've created a mess. Now, Boribori is now the governor of Delta State. What is he doing? He doesn't understand anything anymore. He doesn't know. It's not his fault. Boribori thinks he's doing the best for the state. You can't blame him. He has this other guy working with him, the commissioner. Only in a commissioner for works, only in a commissioner for information. Because he's, in fact, I learned that he has all even the little equipment to film. So all the contract, now they go up. He don't get a big hotel for Asaba. But that's where he like it. None of them look what Peter do for that for Anambra State. Just cross the river, you will see Peter. What he say, he talk like saying one die. That guy not get sickle cell by grace of God. But you know even the sorry for yourself. You know the sorry for yourself. Okowa, you want to be president. The thief. Did I say that? Allegedly. Otherwise, where our 1.3 trillion, what they accuse you of? So, again, there's a disconnect. Because we have lacked leadership. And many of you refuse to contest. Even the person that's supposed to run for the office of governor, they don't give a PA. He don't accept. He say, now he be youth. When your time will reach, when you don't die. If you be youth now, when your time will reach, you are 30, 70 years old, you are 40 years old, you are a youth. You be real better fool now you be. But it's not your fault. It's what you've been taught. That 400,000 when they pay you, or 500,000 when they pay you as a P or SA, that good money. In order to spend in a month. What kind of people are we, young people? Especially those of you in the Delta State. What are you doing to yourself? You know that they can give you, like I said on this show now, they can just set up a small thing and only your small farm will give you 10 million in 6 months. What are you doing with 500,000 salary? Well, that's where I'm going to try and wrap up the show. And I say, let us take a look that God did not abandon us. He has never abandoned us. He always gives us the best. It's not that we pick the wrong ones because we're too greedy or we're too stupid. That's where we are. Even though the disconnect does not supposed to exist. It's not God that caused it now. The part where God expects us to make the choice, that's the only part we were wrong. Let me repeat that. The part where God expected us to do it, that's where we're wrong. I'm going to try and end the show here because I have a quick call. I'll come back.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
SRTV. Innovative content.